Hey, what's up? David here with After Video Effects, and welcome back to another video tutorial. And since Christmas is coming, I thought I might do a Christmas themed visual effects scene. So here's what we're going to be creating. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. So before we get into the tutorial, I just want to do a quick mention to AL Reviews. Now, this guy does some movie reviews on the latest movies, and he's going to be doing a Doctor Who review on season 11. So yeah, check him out. I'll leave a link in the description below. So yeah. Okay, so here we got a blank template. So let's start off by creating the table. So we're gonna go into our standard primitives and create a plane, and just draw it up nice and big, and that's it. Okay, next we're gonna make the mat. So we're gonna make another plane. So make it about that kind of that big, and just move it up a little bit. And we're gonna make a cylinder. So just come on the side here and just create a cylinder, and just make the radius fairly small, and we're going to rotate this. So it hit E, and we're going to rotate this 90 degrees. Okay, and hit W, and then just push it until it reaches to that mat, and then just scale it down until you're happy with it. Okay, so what I've done is just scale down the cylinder. I just positioned it so that it's aligned with our mat, and just turn down the radius as well. Yep, that's pretty much it. So that's the mat and table down. Now let's make the book. So we're gonna make a box. So just drag it out and push it up a bit. And as you can see, it's intersecting with our mat, so we're just going to lay it on top. Now we can just make some adjustments. So maybe we can make the 15 by maybe 25. We're going to make it a rectangle. Okay, so now we've got that. We can just decrease the height a bit. Maybe we can want to be a thin book, so maybe 0.7. Okay, and we're gonna hit shift and then push it up, and that'll make a copy, and we just want to align it right there. And then we want to go into this hierarchy tab and affect the pivot. So we just want to push it all the way onto the side here, that way it will pivot at this anchor point. So let's add the animation. So here we got our timeline. So it's 100 frames, so you can modify it, but I just leave it as 100 frames. So we're gonna set key and then set auto key. So what auto key is, just it will generate a keyframe as soon as you make a change, and set key would you just have to do it manually. Okay, but I like to do auto key. So we're gonna scrub through to the 100th frame and just rotate this 180 degrees. By the way, I'm using this snap toggle, so it will snap every 5 degrees. So yep, and once we've done that, we can shut off auto key, and then there's our animation. Okay, now we've got to make this side hinge, which is on this side. So what I'm going to do is make another cylinder. So just extrude it up, and we're going to make another box. Doesn't matter what the size of this, as long as it's bigger than this cylinder. And we're going to go to this top view. This top view is really helpful, and the side view, so be sure to use it. And we just want to let it intersect about halfway through, so about there. Okay, and I'll just bring this down a bit. Okay, so there's our box intersecting. Now we need to make this cylinder a Boolean object. So we can do that by going to compound objects, hit the cylinder, make a Boolean, add parameter, hit this box, and set it to subtract. Okay, and now we've cut a perfectly half cylinder. Okay, so now we can just move it here, rotate this 90 degrees, and just make it align with our book. So I'm just going to do this quickly and I'll be back. Okay, so there's our book done. Now we just got to animate it again. So we're gonna hit this, gonna set the keyframe, set it to auto key, scrub through, and then just rotate this until it's flat, so maybe 90 degrees. Let's get a better angle. Let's push it up like that, and then what it should do now is shut it off, auto key, and now it will animate. Cool, so that's the hinge done. Now we can make our pages. So let's go to the end and go to the top view, and let's make a plane, and we'll just draw it up like this. Hit W and push it up until it's on top of the book, and just adjust the position, and hit shift and move it across. Okay, push it up as well. Okay, and then we can just adjust this. Okay, so just adjust the scale, and there we go. Alright, so now if we do this, we got a problem. That's okay, everybody calm down. Alright, it's gonna be fine. If we hit this select and link button, if we just drag and to our box, now the plane will follow our animation. So all good. Now if we go back to the end, the beginning, and then make another plane, and we'll make this pretty wide. It's going to be our front cover, and just push it up, relink this, so hit this button, hit the plane, drag it to our box, and now we got our perfect animation synced in. Okay, so that's our pages done. Alright, so the next thing we have to do is lighting. So we can do that by creating a light. So we go into standard, and I like to use the Omni light because it's a little it's pretty simple light. So just drag it up, and if you can't see the lighting in this view, hit Control L, and then you can see the lighting. Oh, I got a phone call, I'll be back. Okay, yep, so as I was saying, so with the light, just position somewhere just on top of the book, and we can make another light. So hold shift and then just drag it across. Okay, and turn this one down, just want to make it subtle. Okay, so that's lighting. Now we can do our camera movement. So we're going to make a new free camera, and just go in the top view and just click it, and it's down there, so that's okay. Hit W, position all the way up, and with this perspective view, I'm just gonna right click cameras, camera 1, and we see what the camera sees now. So we can see a lot of white, so that's okay. We can just position up like this, and maybe to the side. So So we want the end result to be focused on this page. Make sure you have the camera selected. Hit this set key, auto key, and then we're going to scroll back in time. And now we're going to move it back. Maybe rotate this forward. And just adjust the camera movement. So maybe I'm just going to put this on an angle or something. I'm pretty happy with this. And now if we scrub through, we got our camera movement. And make sure you turn off auto key once you're finished. Okay, so that's camera. Now we're going to do materials. So hit M. Now I've got all these materials set up already, but you can download the project file, and I've downloaded some from Polygon by Andrew Price, owner of Blender Guru, and some Andrew Kramer. He's got some materials as well. So what you just normally do is just get the materials inside and then just drag and drop. You literally just have to do that, guys. Or you can just hit this bitmap and then just like, load it in as well. But just drag and drop everything, okay? That's literally what you have to do. The reason why I just want to skip that, because it's just time consuming, that's all. And I want to make this tutorial short as possible, because as you may know, I like to make my tutorials very short. Okay, so once we've got all these materials, we can start just dragging it onto our scene. So we've got this, boom, and maybe we can do the table, boom, and what else is there? We scrub through, we can do this, boom. So yeah, I'm just gonna do all of this quickly, so I will be right back. And there's our materials finished. So next thing we have to do is import the OBJ files. So I'm just gonna close this material tab. Okay, and then we go file, import my snowman, import. Okay, and now we can just drag this. What kind of angle is that? Okay. Oh, by the way, F3 and F4 is wireframe and shader view respectively. So I'm just going to position this just along with this, and maybe make a duplicate, shift, and just drag it out. Hit OK. And maybe rotate this, hit E, rotate it around, and there we go. And now let's import our Christmas balls. So like that. And there we go. And now rotate this and push it up. And now hit M. I'm just gonna put them on our Christmas balls. That's line two. Oh, okay. The orange one go on the right. This one, this last one can have the red one. Okay, so there's our Christmas balls, and there we go. So another quick tip for our render settings now is make sure you have displacement off, because then when you render it, it will look all weird and stuff. So that's a very important tip. So that, I actually can't believe I figured that out. I was just fiddling with 3ds Max and then just came across that and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so output size HTDV 1920 by 1080, and we want the range to be 0 to 100, and we can just do a render output to somewhere here, and I'll just call this book animation, and off to JPEG, and save, and okay. So the way 3ds Max renders is it uses a sequence of images and then it just put it together and it becomes a little short animation. So that's it, and then hit render, and that's it. Oh, and if you want to see what it will look like, you can just right click and then show save frame, and that will show what it's actually going to look like once for the rendered output. So yeah, so that's our Christmas special. So yeah, so thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. My name's David. Please give a like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below for your own opinions. Yeah, so guys, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So yeah, and until next time, I will see you in the next video.